Hello, everyone. Hello. Today I am going to be reading the book 50 Shades of Grey. 50 Shades of Grey. A viewer suggested that I read this, and I thought, oh my gosh, it's been like 11 or 12 years since I read this. So, I'm actually excited. So, 50 Shades of Grey by E.L. James. Let me go ahead and start with the back. It says, when literature student Anastasia Steele goes to interview young entrepreneur Christian Grey, she encounters a man who is beautiful, brilliant, and intimidating. The unworldly, innocent Anna is startled to realize she wants this man, and despite his enigmatic reserve, finds he is desperate to get close to him. Unable to resist Anna's quiet beauty, wit, and independent spirit, Grey admits he wants her too, but on his own terms. Shocked yet thrilled by Grey's singular erotic tastes, Anna hesitates. For all the trappings of success, his multinational businesses, his vast wealth, his loving family, Grey is a man tormented by demons and consumed by the need to control. Don't we all? When the couple embarks on a daring, passionately physical affair, Anna discovers Christian Grey's secrets and explores her own dark desires. Erotic, amusing, and deeply moving, the 50 Shades trilogy is a tale that will obsess you, possess you, and stay with you forever. What I'm going to do is just read the first few pages, and then you guys can let me know if you would like for me to continue reading it. Leave the comments down below. Alright, enjoy. Are you ready? Chapter 1. I scowl with frustration at myself in the mirror. Damn my hair. It just won't behave, and damn Catherine Kavanaugh for being ill and subjecting me to this ordeal. I should be studying for my final exam, which are next week. Yet here I am trying to brush my hair into submission. I must not sleep with it wet. I must not sleep with it wet. Reciting this mantra several times, I attempt once more to bring it under control with a brush. I roll my eyes in exasperation and gaze at the pale, brown-haired girl with blue eyes, too big for her face, staring back at me, and give up. My only option is to restrain my wayward hair in a ponytail and hope that I look semi-presentable. Kate is my roommate, and she's Today I have to drive 165 miles to downtown Seattle in order to meet the enigmatic CEO of Grey Enterprise Holdings, Inc. As an exceptional entrepreneur and major benefactor of our university, his time is extraordinarily precious, much more precious than mine. But he has granted Kate as usual, you're my lifesaver. Gathering my backpack, I smile wryly at her, then head out the door to the car. I cannot believe I have let Kate talk me into this, but then Kate can talk anyone into anything. She'll make an exceptional journalist. She's articulate, strong, persuasive, argumentative, beautiful, and my dearest, dearest friend. The roads are clear, and I set off from Vancouver, Washington, toward Interstate 5. It's early, and I don't have to be in Seattle until this afternoon. Fortunately, Kate has let me in her sporting space. I'm not sure what my old one. The roads are clear as I set off from Vancouver, Washington, toward Interstate 5. It's early, and I don't have to be in Seattle until 2 this afternoon. Fortunately, Kate has lent me her sporty Mercedes CLK. I'm not sure Wanda, my old VW Beetle, would like the journey in time. Oh, the Merc is a fun drive, and the miles slip away as I hit the pedal to the metal. My destination is the headquarters of Mr. Gray's Global Enterprise. It's a huge 20-story office building, all curved glass and steel, an architect utilitarian fantasy, with Gray House written discreetly in steel over the glass front doors. It's 1:45 when I arrive, greatly relieved that I'm not late as I walk into the enormous and frankly intimidating glass steel white sandstone lobby. Behind the solid sandstone desk, a very attractive, groomed blonde young woman smiles pleasantly at me. She's wearing the sharpest charcoal suit, jacket, and white shirt I have ever seen. She looks immaculate. I'm here to see Mr. Gray. Anastasia Steele for Catherine Kavanaugh. Excuse me one moment, Miss Steele. She arches her eyebrows as I stand self-consciously before her. I'm beginning to wish I borrowed one of Kate's formal blazers rather than worn my navy blue jacket. I have made an effort and worn my one and only skirt, my sensible brown knee-length boots, and a blue sweater. For me, this is smart. I tuck one of the escape tendrils of my hair behind my ears and I pretend she doesn't intimidate me. Miss Kavanaugh is expected. Please sign in here, Miss Steele. You'll want the last elevator on the right. Press for the 20th floor. She smiles casually. She hands me the Yes. There, that sounded more confident. Mr. Gray will see you in a moment. May I take your jacket? Oh, please. I struggle out of my jacket. Have you been offered any refreshment? No. Oh dear. Is blonde number 1 in trouble? Blonde number 2 frowns and eyes the young woman at the desk. Would you like tea, coffee, water? She asks, turning her attention to me. A glass of water, thank you, I murmur. Olivia, please fetch Miss Steele a glass of water. Her voice is stern. Olivia scoots up and scurries to a door on the other side of the foyer. My apologies, Mrs. Steele. Olivia is our new intern. Please be seated. Mr. Gray will be another 5 minutes. Olivia returns with a glass of ice water. Here you go, Miss Steele. Thank you. Blonde number 2 marches over the large desk, her heels clicking and echoing in the sandstone floor. She sits down and they both continue their work. Perhaps Mr. Gray insists on all his employees being blonde. I'm wondering idly if that's even legal when the office door opens and a tall, elegantly dressed, attractive African-American man with short dreads exits. I have definitely worn the wrong clothes today. He turns, says through the doors, Golf this week, Gray. I don't hear the reply. He turns, sees me and smiles, his dark eyes crinkling in the corners. Olivia has jumped up and called the elevator. She seems to excel at jumping from her seat. She's more nervous than me. Good afternoon, ladies, he says as he departs through the sliding doors. Mr. Gray will see you now. Miss Steele, do go through. Blonde number 2 says, I stand rather shakily, trying to suppress my nerves. Gathering up my backpack, I abandon my glass of water and make my way to the partially open door. You don't need to knock, just go in. She smiles kindly. I push open the door and stumble through, tripping over my own feet and falling headfirst into the office. Double crap. Me and my 2 left feet. I'm on my hands and knees in the doorway to Mr. Gray's office, and gentle hands are around me, helping me stand. I am so embarrassed. Damn my clumsiness. I have to steel myself to glance up. Holy cow. He is so young. Miss Kavanaugh. He extends a long, fingered hand to me once I'm upright. I'm Christian Gray. Are you alright? Would you like to sit? So young and attractive. Very attractive. He's tall, dressed in a fine gray suit, white shirt and black tie with unruly dark copper-colored hair and intense, bright gray eyes. It takes me a moment for me to find my voice. Actually, I mutter, if this guy is over 30, then I am a monkey's uncle. In a daze, I place my hand in his and we shake. As our fingers touch, I feel an odd, exhilarating shiver run through me. I withdraw my hand hastily, embarrassed. It must be static. I blink twice, my eyelids matching my heart rate. Miss Kavanaugh is indisposed, so she sent me. I hope you don't mind, Mr. Gray. And you are. His voice is warm, possibly amused, but it's difficult to tell from his impassive expression. He looks mildly interested, but above all polite. Anastasia Steele. I'm studying English literature with Catherine, Miss Kavanaugh at WSU Vancouver. I see, he says simply. I think I see the ghost of a smile in his expression, but I'm not sure. Would you like to sit? He waves me toward an L-shaped white leather couch. His office is way too big for just one man. In front of the floor, to ceiling windows, there's a modern, dark wood chest that 6 people could comfortably eat around. It matches the coffee table by the couch. Everything else is white. says, "Do you mind if I record your answers?" "After you've taken so much trouble to set up the recorder, you ask me now." I flush. He's teasing me. I hope. I blink at him, unsure what to say, and I think he takes pity on me because he relents. "No, I don't mind." "Did Kate, I mean Miss Kavanaugh, explain what the interview was for?" My hair looked crazy. "Yes, to appear in the graduation issue of the student newspaper, as I shall be conferring the degrees at this year's graduation ceremony." Oh, this is news to me, and I'm temporarily preoccupied with the thought that someone not much older than me, okay, maybe 6 years or so, and okay, mega successful, but still is going to be presenting me with my degree. I frown, dragging my wayward attention back to the task at hand. Good. I swallow nervously. "I have some questions, Mr. Gray." I smooth a stray lock of hair behind my ear. "I thought you might," he said, deadpan. He's laughing at me. My cheeks heat in realization, and I sit up and square my shoulders in an attempt to look taller and more intimidating. Pressing the start button on the recorder, I try to look professional. "You're very young to have amassed such an empire. To what do you owe your success?" I glance up at him. His smile is rueful, but he looks vaguely disappointed. I have read up to page 9. So, what I'd like to do, hopefully you guys liked that. That's page 9. The rest of the chapter goes all the way up to page 16. So, if you guys think that you would like for me to continue reading, I know I'm going to read at least the remainder of this chapter for next week. Let me know your thoughts. If you've read the book before, let me know that too. Sometimes it's nice to come back to something and see or hear it for like the first time. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. We shall continue next week. I'll see you guys in my next video.